She's the queen of pop, the original rule breaker, and the woman who turned controversy into a career move. That's Madonna. From church-burning videos to makeout sessions on live TV, cone bras to courtroom brawls, Madonna hasn't just pushed boundaries, she drop-kicked them in stilettos. Behind the layers of lace, leather, and reinvention lies a story packed with ambition, heartbreak, juicy feuds, and enough drama to fuel 1,000 tabloids. We're talking secret struggles, steamy romances, explosive controversies, motherhood, music, and the massive empire she built, all while staying unapologetically Madonna. So buckle up, because this isn't just a biography, it's a backstage pass to the messy, magical, multi-million-dollar life of the ultimate icon. Let's get into it. Born Madonna Louise Saccone on August 16, 1958 in Bay City, Michigan, the third of 8 children in a strict Catholic family.
I would say we were lower middle class, and I come from a really big family, and
Eight children.
8 children.
Her early life was shaped by tragedy when she lost her mother to breast cancer at just 5 years old, a loss that deeply affected her.
So the loss of your mother too, Andrew, and that obviously had a profound effect upon you.
Yeah, it did.
Despite the grief, Madonna showed early signs of being a firecracker. She excelled academically, was a cheerleader, and lived for the spotlight. Her passion for dance began young.
I was more of a dancing kid than a singing kid.
Leading her to earn a scholarship to the University of Michigan and trained with the prestigious Alvin Ailey American Dance Theater and famed choreographer Pearl Lang. But at 19, Madonna made a bold move. She dropped out of college and moved to New York City with just $35 in her pocket.
When I left Michigan and I came to New York, that was my goal, to be a professional dancer.
She hustled hard, working odd jobs and even modeling nude to make ends meet while chasing her dream.
Well, you're not going to believe this, but I did nude modeling.
It was during this gritty period that she discovered music through Dan Gilroy, playing drums and guitar in a band called Breakfast Club.
I rang up this guy who liked me, and he was in a band, and I said, please teach me how to play guitar, and he did, and that's when I started writing music.
However, Madonna wasn't built to be in the background. She quickly took center stage with a new group, Emmy and the Emmys, alongside Stephen Bray. Determined to get noticed, Madonna took matters into her own hands. She and her then-boyfriend, Stephen Bray, created demo tapes and handed them directly to club DJs. Her big break came when DJ Mark Cammons played her track Everybody at Danceteria, catching the attention of Sire Records, who signed her.
I had signed my record deal, and I was told that they were going to start playing my song on the radio.
From there, the rise was meteoric. Her debut album dropped in 1983, and songs like Holiday, Borderline, and Lucky Star launched her into stardom. But Madonna didn't just make music. She created moments. With her daring fashion, edgy attitude, and savvy use of MTV, she became a pop culture force. Each era brought a new reinvention, from the Like a Virgin bridal icon to the spiritual ray of light goddess. Her tours weren't just concerts.
Setting the record for the largest standalone concert audience ever by any artist in history. 1.6 million people heading out for the Material Girl.
They were full-blown spectacles filled with choreography, controversy, and cutting-edge visuals. She constantly evolved her sound and image, refusing to be boxed in and proving time and again that reinvention is her superpower.
It was never about reinventing, it was about growing and changing and hoping and praying that my work reflected.
The girl who once arrived in New York broke and unknown became one of the most influential and enduring icons in music history. While Madonna ruled the music world, her movie career, total mixed bag. She had a cult hit with Desperately Seeking Susan.
She kept a diary. It's great stuff. Couldn't sleep.
But things quickly went downhill with flops like Shanghai Surprise.
Absolutely not. I do not approve of drinking.
Look at me, I'm shaking. I can't feel good to you like this.
You're wasting your time, Mr. Wasey.
And the steamy mass body of evidence.
But the strawberries always tasted so sweet.
Because of how much it hurt to get them.
Critics dragged her, but she had a moment of redemption in A League of Their Own and truly shined in Evita, earning a Golden Globe.
Please forgive me if I seem naive.
Unfortunately, the hits didn't last. She bombed and swept away and was totally miscast in Die Another Day. Realizing Hollywood wasn't her playground, Madge tried directing with W.E., which looked gorgeous but didn't wow critics, though it did snag a Golden Globe for Best Original Song. In short, her film journey had a few sparks. a lot of flops, and just enough glam to keep it interesting. Because even when the acting's off, Madonna always brings the drama. Madonna's love life has been a headline maker for decades, filled with famous flings from Jean-Michel Basquiat and Vanilla Ice to Dennis Rodman, and even rumored sparks with JFK Jr. She married twice, first to actor Sean Penn in a fiery, drama-filled relationship.
The marriage to Sean Penn, it got so much attention. And knowing him, he didn't like that.
No.
And then to British director Guy Ritchie, with whom she shares a son, Rocco. Both marriages ended in divorce, but made plenty of tabloid waves along the way. She's also a devoted mom to 6 kids, 2 biological, Lourdes and Rocco, and 4 adopted from Malawi, David, Mercy, and twins Stella and Esther. Each child has their own unique talents, from modeling to music and dance. Madonna has called motherhood her biggest challenge, admitting it's tougher than any tour or movie role. Despite her superstar status, being a mom is where Madonna faces her most real, unfiltered moments, and that's what keeps her both grounded and endlessly fascinating. Let's be real, Madonna didn't become the queen of pop by playing it safe, and her road to superstardom was anything but smooth. Early on, she was constantly butting heads with producers who didn't get her vibe. Even after landing that coveted record deal, she was fighting for control over her own music, because no one tells Madonna how to be Madonna. For one, her voice gave her trouble early on, with vocal cord issues forcing her to cancel shows. She also had a serious accident while horse riding.
It wasn't my horse that threw me, it was somebody else's. I broke my scapula, my collarbone, 5 ribs, and my my knuckle. Yeah.
And let's not ignore the giant elephant in the room, ageism. Madonna's been loud and proud about how the industry treats aging women like they're invisible, especially those who dare to stay sexy and edgy. She's called out radio stations for not playing her music just because she's not 25 anymore. Ouch. Being a pop icon is hard enough, but try being one while raising 6 kids. Madonna has said that balancing global tours and motherhood is her real toughest gig, and honestly, she deserves a gold medal just for that. But let's get to the juicy stuff, because if there's one thing Madonna knows how to do, it's cause a stir.
You really know how to create controversy. I saw a picture of you the other day, and one breast was hanging out. I think it was
that wild 1984 VMAs Like a Virgin performance where she rolled around in a wedding dress? Yep, she turned a near wardrobe dysfunction into pop culture history. The Like a Prayer video, burning crosses, interracial kisses, and one very angry Pepsi sponsorship down the drain. The Justify My Love got banned from MTV for its steamy vibes.
I thought that once again I was going to be able to bend the rules a little bit.
Of course, that only made it more famous.
When I did my Vogue video, there's a shot of me where I'm wearing a see-through dress and you can clearly see my breasts. Now they told me that they wanted me to take that out, but I said I wouldn't, and they played it anyways.
In 1992, she dropped The Sex Book, a raunchy coffee table book that shocked everyone and still sold like crazy. Her 1994 Letterman appearance, swearing, sass, and so much chaos, even Dave looked rattled. The 2003 VMA kiss with Britney and Christina, totally pre-planned and totally scandalous. Hanging on a crucifix during her 2006 tour, cue worldwide outrage. Getting banned from theaters for texting during movies, because of course she did. That awkward Drake kiss at Coachella in 2015.
Is Drake a good kisser? Oh my God, I forgot to say who that's from. I kissed a girl and I liked it.
He looked stunned, and the memes were ruthless. Instagram controversies, from racial slurs to photoshopping civil rights icons, not that, got a massive backlash. And let's not forget the 2018 VMA tribute to Aretha Franklin, where Madonna kind of made it all about herself. She's been censored, boycotted, and even threatened, but has she ever backed down? Not once. Madonna lives for the shock, the controversy, and the conversation. And honestly, we wouldn't want her any other way. Madonna's legal drama is just as headline-worthy as her performances. In 2024, she faced a class action lawsuit after fans were furious she started her Brooklyn shows over 2 hours late, claiming false advertising and breach of contract.
Superstar is being sued for failing to get into the groove and start a recent concert more than 2 hours late.
Another lawsuit accused her of exposing concert goers to pornographic content without warning, citing topless dancers and steamy acts. plus complaints about her allegedly turning off the AC mid-show. She's also battled over her brand online, successfully reclaiming Madonna.com after it was hijacked and used as an adult site. And in the music world, she got tangled in a copyright case over a disputed sample. Whether she's fighting in court or on stage, Madonna always keeps things unapologetically bold and legally messy. Madonna isn't just the queen of pop. She's also a quiet powerhouse in philanthropy and activism.
Part of my history, a big part of my history, is intertwined with being an advocate for change. So it meant a lot to me.
While making headlines with her bold persona, she's spent decades fighting for AIDS awareness, LGBTQ+ rights, women's empowerment, and education.
And then when I moved to New York, it was the gay community that embraced everything that I did and embraced the concept and idea of a strong, independent female.
She founded 2 major charities, Ray of Light Foundation, that supports global peace, girls' education, and human rights, Raising Malawi, that helps vulnerable children, funds schools, and built the country's first children's hospital, named after her daughter, Mercy.
Growing up as a motherless child and seeing all these children losing their parents and not, having anyone to look after them, it killed me.
She's donated concert proceeds, performed at benefit events like Live Aid and Live Earth, and never shied away from speaking up on tough issues. Behind the controversy, Madonna's activism and generosity are a major part of her legacy. Don't let the queen's age fool you. At 66, Madonna is far from retired. Fresh off her jaw-dropping celebration tour in 2023, this global spectacle marked 40 years of pop domination.
In the 40 years that I've been doing what I've been doing, 40 years, can you believe it?
No, that's insane.
It is?
And came just months after a scary health crisis in 2023 that had fans holding their breath. But in true Madonna fashion, she bounced back with stilettos on and mic in hand, snatching wigs and headlines all over again. Now, she hasn't dropped a full studio album since Madam X in 2019, but let's be real. Whispers of new music are always swirling, and a biopic about her life.
A visual autobiography?
Yes, of course.
Don't call it biopic.
Directed by herself, of course.
There is nobody on this planet that can write or direct and make a movie about me better than me.
The Queen of Pop loves a good mystery, and her fans, they're living for it. Even after 4 decades of slaying stages, Madonna's grip on pop culture hasn't loosened one bit. Madonna, true to her nickname Material Girl, is sitting atop a jaw-dropping net worth of around $850 million as of early 2025. Making her one of the wealthiest female musicians in history. Forbes even dubbed her the richest female musician of all time. Her fortune didn't come from music alone, although selling over 300 million records and being the top-selling solo artist ever certainly helps. She's also the highest-grossing solo touring artist, with concert revenues surpassing $1.5 billion. She's a savvy businesswoman, from co-founding Maverick Records to launching fashion lines like Material Girl, perfumes like Truth or Dare, and the luxury skincare brand MDNA Skin. She's turned her brand into a financial empire. Even her controversial ventures like her sex book brought in serious cash. Add in a valuable real estate portfolio spread across the US and Europe, plus an art collection worth over $100 million. Simply put, Madonna didn't just make headlines. She built a dynasty and made a fortune.
Love her or hate her, Madonna's a legend who changed the game. She's the blueprint for every female pop star who came after her. From Cone Ras to courtrooms, chart toppers to controversy, and Vogue to philanthropy, Madonna has done it all. And even now, after 4 decades in the spotlight, Madge is still living rent-free in the media's head. Icon behavior, period. She didn't just come this far to blend in, but if there's one thing we've learned, when it comes to Madonna, the next headline is always just around the corner.